All right, so I'm getting things ready for the flame job portion of this tank and the blue portion and the flake for the fender and the gas cap. And I've got everything prepped. And what I'm doing right now is I'm laying out some flame ideas. It's easy to do by tape and then commit after that point. But right now, I like the swoopiness of the flames. They lay out pretty well, but I think I want to push all these flames up here more. I'm kind of indecisive, I guess, on it right now. I'm trying to figure out how I want to lay these flames out. There's a lot of area here that'll be blue, but maybe that's the way I want to go. I'm just trying to think it through a little bit, because I will flake this whole bit here and then have this underneath. I might actually shadow the flame. I'm not sure yet. Probably will. And give it a little depth, a little pop. So right now I'm just trying to figure out where I want the flame to lay out and how I want it to, kind of just roll off this tank. Probably the most important part will be the centering of the initial lick. And so right now we're just playing with it, trying to figure it out. So yeah, here we go. All right, so I've got the flames laid out. I like them. I freehand these suckers in, and I'm just going to go with it. I think I like it. I spent probably the last hour and a half taping this out, and now we're going to use some 2-inch tape and overlay the scallops, and hopefully get all that laid out. Get ready to shoot some paint. So anyways, try to make it so it looks fairly symmetrical, but then I also want it to flow well too. So I had to fight around the petcock a little bit, and I'm okay with it. It'll be just fine. I had to make this curve just a little bit different than that one, just to get around this petcock and the crossover. So all in all, you won't see that per se. I think we're going to be fine. I think it's going to look great. At the end of the day, it's my design anyway, and I'm going to go with it. The looks look really good. They flow, and we're going to roll with it. All right, so we're taped off. We're ready to rock this thing. think it's going to look pretty killer. I'll double check it tomorrow before we start shooting some paint, but it's all taped off. It look pretty killer. Again, I'll double check it tomorrow. It's been late night tonight. And yes, I got it all taped off, but I'll have to do a double take on it tomorrow. Make sure everything is still down and not lifted. But right now it's looking really good. Alright, so we're going to de-tape this. I'm sure I'll already have some video there showing how I'm doing it. And so my approach to this is probably different than most the time that I do something. Is I'm actually going to, since I have a lot of flake in this, I'm going to go ahead and clear just the silver flake. I'm going to block that again. I'm going to tape that off one last time. Then do my blue candy on top of that with some stars. We're going to clear that, do some shadow work, and then that should be basically, this tank should be done. I've already cleared the gas cap. I'll have to block that out, and the fender, which is going to look pretty killer. And again, I want a hot rod or a chopper feel to this American themed bike, because it is a chopper. So anyways, right now we're just slowly and carefully de-taping the flame licks, and there's a couple hiccups in this that I'll have to clean up, no biggie. I'll do any touch-ups I need to do to the stripes. Pull away from the tape because there is some buildup. So what I painted initially was aluminum. I have the color, it's really vibrant, got a lot of metallic in it. And then I let that rest. It's not a brisket, but I did let it wait a good 15-20 minutes. And then we started laying down the flake. I use S2-00. It's House of Color. Transnebulae, and I put in 1 tablespoon of mini flake and of SEM, and then I put another flake of SEM, or actually Horizon, which is a bigger flake. And that's what the flake is. It will be built up. So again, I want to, once I get this off, I will clear it, and then I will reblock it. Get it ready for the hopefully final time. I'm not sure if I'm going to re-sand it after I re-clear it. Probably depends how big the lines are and how much time I want to put into it, which I probably will put time into it. So we'll just finish detaping this and then All right, so we got the tank all flaked out, and we're about to drop some clear on this so I can block it out, tip it off again, use some stars and some candy blue. So this is where we're at right now. All right, I want to take a second about talking about flake. Why did I shoot that metal flake outside? Well, I don't want my booth to be covered with flake because it's a pain in the ass to basically clean up and get rid of it for a next paint job and another paint job after that and so forth. Matter of fact, I'll clean my guns outside so I don't have that flake inside my paint gun cleaner container that I use to clean my guns. So why did I just do the silver and not do the candy on top yet? Well, because this thing is orange peeled. With flake, well, some will lay flat like this, and some will lay like this, in different directions. And I have had it where I have candy right over flake, and then I try to block it, and then what happens is that little peak that's up like this, you start sanding on it, and that will show through the candy. So to eliminate that, and it's a lot more steps, I'm going to block this and the tank and that gas cap, which I've already done, and I'm going to sand this to where it's a flat surface where I can lay my graphic on there. For one, that's easy, or pinstriping or any kind of taping will be a lot easier to do on top of a flake base. So that's why you'll see a lot of the big flake cars that are done. They're usually done over a base with multiple colors of candy on top of it. It's just easier to do. That's why it takes a lot more longer, because you got to sand it again. And so I'll probably wet sand this for about an hour, half an hour to an hour. Block this back out, get it flat. But I just want to discuss why, in the video, why I shot the flake outside is because I've had the experience where I've taken months to get the flake out that I did on a helmet or something. If I got a little bit of like a small bug in this, you wouldn't see it anyway. It would be impossible to see it unless it's some big old, monster moth or something. But with that, you could pull that out. Heavy clear it. I think I have 4 coats of clear on this. I'm going to cut a lot of it out, and then we'll start doing our graphic on top. So that's the reason why. I'm not going to go over the sanding. It's the same sanding technique that I've talked in I think in part 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to go sand this and get it prepped. I just want to take that few seconds to kind of discuss why I flake outside and why I didn't flake inside the booth area. So, all right, sand away.